everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to Boardwalk Hall. Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Monzone's cheek is cut, and you can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Nice strike after catching one by marvelous Marvin Hagler. What impact from that uppercut by Carlos Monzon. A pure power puncher going up against the marvelous one. Heck of a matchup.
Heck of a matchup for us to talk about, but a tough situation for the power puncher if that's all he has. Because Hagler has power, but he has defense. He has everything else. It's not that easy to land the bomb on Marvin Hagler.
Hagler's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Halfway through round number one.
Come on, baby.
There's an excellent combination by Marvin Hagler. Good looking right hand after he got hit.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
And now he's targeting upstairs.
Move those feet, baby. Let's see.
Monzon's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Unbelievable pace here tonight. Both guys have no plans of having this fight go far. I'm sure the frame of reference for most is Hagler-Hearns.
Yeah, you wonder if it's going to live up to that. So far, so good.
Good step back counterpunch there.
Beautiful.
A well-targeted jab that time.
And that's exactly what you need when you want to stay on the outside. Something to keep you away from your opponent.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. And now that backhand, the straight left hand, scores well for him. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
Side to side. Move your head.
Goes up top with a right hand.
Stay away from those. Come on.
Halfway through round number two. Jab with the straight, classic combination.
Shake it off. It's all right. It's all right.
Marvin Hagler's rocked by a huge hook to the head. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Hagler's doing a beautiful job here early on of counterpunching.
Yeah, it's going to pay off for him later on. You know, we talk about body work paying off for you down the road, like investing, putting money in the bank. Well, counterpunching pays off too, because your opponent becomes a little tentative, and then down the stretch, he's not busy enough.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Good 1-2 by Carlos Monzon. Monzon's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. And that's the end of round two. Hagler's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Another flush shot to the head. Right on the mark with the hook up top.
Head movement. Head movement.
Marvin Hagler's proving to be elusive. Basic but beautiful. Jab right hand. Monzon's right hand scores well that time. Carlos Monzon's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. Monzon's got speed and plenty of it. Teddy, still, I'd like to see him just bite down and fight a little more.
Yeah, you'd like to see him sit down a little bit, bend his legs a little bit, and make those punches a little more effective, not just great where they look good.
Marvin Hagler's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Missed the body shot. Two snapping jabs by Carlos Monzon. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by marvelous Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler's mouth is bleeding badly. Nice combination by Carlos Monzon. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
I need you to take some chances. You gotta take some chances with this guy, all right? You got to. You have to take it. You need to cover up for the king.
I made it to the eye of the storm, feeling torn like they fed me to the lions. Before my time start to wind down like the Mayans, I show them how I
keep it up. Keep it up. That's it now. Nice workout. Keep fighting smart and keep busy. Don't take a break with each other. Left, right, left, right. You need to double up your punches.
Then let's show you Teddy's scorecard for the first 3 rounds. Double jab right to the face. Monzon's doing good damage with the combination punching.
Well, right there's a good example of the benefit of combination punching. You miss the first or the second, the third and the fourth, they land.
He missed with that headshot.
It's all right, keep moving.
Carlos Monzon's doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jabs. Marvin Hagler is taking a beating. The ref is thinking about stopping this fight.
And this is shocking for a couple reasons. Obviously, Hagler usually the guy who's on the attack, but with the chin that Hagler has, you don't think you're going to see him in this situation.
He's jumping all over him now. Carlos Monzon's nailed by that shot. Absolutely rocked. He could go down here, Teddy. What a big shot. It was in his scope, and he pulled the trigger with that straight shot, scoring the knockdown.
He had a beautiful sight there.
2, 3, 4.
Monzon's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. That's a damaging jab. I know it doesn't seem like much, but that's a good, strong jab by Marvin Hagler. Effective work with that flush overhand right. Hagler's left landing well. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Hagler's got to figure out a way to do something different here. I mean, I know he's committed to being a counterpuncher, but right now he's giving rounds away.
Yeah, he is, because he's waiting for things to happen that are not happening. You know, he's laying back, he's waiting for the guy to walk in. See, to be a good counterpuncher, an effective counterpuncher, the guy has to come close to you. But his opponent's staying at a distance. He's not giving him anything to counter.
Not able to land the headshot.
It's okay. It's okay. I need you to move this round.
Carlos Monzon's got to rely on his corner now to do what it takes to get him back physically and mentally. It's always a challenge when you've hit the ground. What an excellent 2-punch combo by Carlos Monzon. Zones in on that overhand right. Monzon's the victim of a powerful hook. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Carlos Monzon. Targeting that straight left hand. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities.
That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Marvin Hagler's unable to continue in the eyes of the referee. That's it. Fight is stopped.